All right, welcome back to Classic Fires. We're here on another live stream talking about barrel links and then maybe even PCCs. Who do we have joining us today? Who wants to go first?
Jason.
The one and only.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, folks?
We got Ryan.
What's going on, guys?
And from the last stream, we carried John over to the next one.
What's going on, everyone?
Everybody seemed to like him, so we'll keep him around for maybe another stream or so, and then we'll kick you off.
There we go.
So with that being said, we're going to dive right into what barrel length preferences we have here in the video room. We're going to start with Jason and Ryan, and then they're going to take their seats, and then John and I will go, and we'll do the same thing again.
So we're talking 5.56?
5.56.
I figured from the guns on the table.
The display, which you can't touch, by the way, and we're not touching them at all.
Unfortunately.
Display only.
Yeah. I mean, it makes...
Airsoft guns.
Airsoft. Yeah, airsoft. So we got a 20-inch M16 and a 7.5-inch 5.56 on both of them. 1 7 twist. I'm going 11.5, right? For if I could pick one, the one I'm going to go with 11.5. It's solid barrel length, kind of gets everything you need to out of it. No frills, kind of like right in between the middle of these two. Yeah, it's a solid barrel length.
I saw somebody in the comments say 21.
21.
Just before we started. Yeah, I didn't read
That's
the
a
name.
throwback.
Like you're like, hey, I need that one more inch out of an M16. The M16 didn't do it right. You're like, there's one more inch.
Jason?
What do you think?
7.5 inches.
I did not expect that.
Yeah,
Why?
because shorter the better. I'm totally kidding. It depends. Everything kind of depends. Of course, barrel. Caliber depends on what you're going to choose.
Dual. That was
That's a
yeah.
good word. Yeah.
Dual.
Well, so you can only pick one. That's simple. Yeah.
14.5 then.
14.5.
Ooh,
Okay. That's a good one.
That's a
That's a
great
solid
choice.
one. I mean,
GPR.
yeah. Yeah, 14.5 for sure. That or 12. It depends. I mean, main squeeze at 11.5, but the sweet spot is the M4A1. I still love it.
Yeah.
So old habits die hard, man.
Fair takes.
All right, if you guys want to go ahead and gather your seats up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
John, how about you?
11.5. 11.5 or bust, period. There is no better middle of the road barrel length than an 11.5. Okay? I love my 11.5 Virtus. I love anything 11.5. It looks cool. It's great for CQB. You can reach out and touch some stuff with it too, depending on like your area where you're living. I think it's a great option. 11.5 for me. What about you?
Well, I had previously had a 13.9, which I thought was pretty cool. So
Nice.
basically a 14.5. And then I went 10.3, but I really wanted an 11.5. So I think that's going to be the hardest thing to discern between
There we
10.3,
go.
11.5. And I think it's a bigger conversation that needs to be had. So, but
I'm sticking with 11.5, but I respect it.
I do. All right, we're going to go take our seats. Josh, go ahead and switch us over, and we'll be right there.
You said you love everything 11.5.
Love everything 11.5.
Yeah. Like different calibers, 11.5?
Yeah, different calibers. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, like every single one. Yeah.
It works.
We're trying to pick up where Jason left off, right? No, so I mean, it really does. It depends on what caliber you're going with, what the like Jason was getting at, like mission dictates gear, right? Ultimately. And I know, Jason, where you were going to go with that, which is why I purposefully brought you into if you could only pick one. But situation we don't have to pick one, right? So we can have one low receiver that we like. Cool. And if you want to just a bunch of uppers onto it and kind of pick your flavor for what you like, you can. It's that simple.
I'm here for it.
Someone says 4.25-inch handgun for me. That's
There you
all I
go.
want.
There
That's-
you go. Displays down.
Hell
Who
yeah.
cares about dwell time? What is dwell time?
So I did want to say, I did talk to some people, and for Zeke and Shiny Jars, those were our previous like top donors.
Yep.
We do have something coming out. I reached out to you guys as well. Make sure you respond to that on Facebook if you can, and we'll get that rolling. With that being said, one quick announcement is that these streams are not going to be monetized live. After they post to YouTube, they will be monetized, and that's to keep the conversation between us and you. So that is the idea there.
Not sitting there getting ads the whole time.
I know.
mean, we've watched a lot of streams ourselves. We're like, it's the things we would want in a stream ultimately.
The volume's on it. It's playing back.
Ah.
Yeah, on your computer. Yeah, it was a little bit.
Okay. Let me
But
see about that.
guys, let us know what barrel length you like for what area of expertise. Right? Is that a long range kind of area that you're going for? Kind of CQB? What do you prefer? Obviously, I've heard this argument, like people are like, hey, there's no reason to have it below 10, right? And going from a 7.5 inch perspective of like just like CQB alone, and that's all you're doing, I don't think it's a dumb argument to have a shorter barrel than 10.3. And that's why a lot of people are actually moving to that. Like if you look at the GFW from Geisley and the Seesaw program, there's reasons to have shorter than 10.3 gun in 5.56, and we're seeing that right now. What are your thoughts?
We never specified caliber, so
That's true. It does say AR.
yeah. So for me, I'm not going to go any shorter. I mean, you're speaking about your program, which is 10.5 inch one.
Yes, it's Seesaw Razor.
Yeah, Seesaw's 10.5. Everything plays a role where it needs to, and it just depends on, again, dictates. If I'm shooting 300 blackout, it's going to be a short, stubby barrel. All I need is a great 105 twist, and that's all I need. And put a can on it to get all the versatility out of the round as best we can. When it comes to 5.56, the sweet spot is always going to be like 11.5, 12.5, right?
There we go.
You can squeak anything out, but when it comes to like I hate to say this because folks are like, well, a combat gun per se, it's very 14.5 is hard to say beat. In that
I do
instance.
agree.
It's not too long.
14.5 is
It's not too short.
Anything with that, I feel like.
You can get good distance.
That does kind of beg the question then. But 13.7, 13.9,
13.7
14.5
is coat. In my opinion.
Yeah.
13.7 is ultimate coat. And when I say that, it is the shortest you can go with the proper muzzle load that you can get without touching NFA line. So to me, 13.7 was a Goldilocks mention to try and make a sweet spot for people to feel good about themselves, about not being in an NFA, but like, didn't really do.
Interesting, but the Brits just went with a 13.7 for Project Hunter.
I understand that. But Project Hunter also had the KS3, which is the 11.5 too. So.
No, but the KS1 won.
Yeah,
the KS3 was
right.
made by NASCAR. It wasn't for technically Project Hunter. It was just like that the KS1 was the one that actually won.
You're right.
So I mean, there's a reason, right? There's something to it. But here's the thing I always go to with barrel length, right? Is at the end of the day, right? If you have a 7.5 inch barrel, or if you have a 20 inch barrel, let's go to the two extremes that we saw on the table up there, right?
Yeah.
You can be extremely proficient with both of those at very varying ranges, whether that be CQB, whether that be somewhat longer ranges, hundreds of yards, a few hundred yards with the 7.5 inch, right? If you are proficient with it, if you train with it, the biggest thing is if you get like a 13.7 or 14.5, whatever your GPR is, right? And you're like, cool, I've spent all this money on it, and you don't get the training, and you don't understand your holdovers, and you don't understand the capabilities of that barrel length and the things you can do with it, it doesn't matter. It's just a fancy paperweight that you put all this money into. So regardless of whatever barrel length you go with, whether it's a 7.5 inch or a 20 inch, just be proficient with it.
Check out this comment here from Metavas. I don't maybe there's a different pronunciation for that, but that's what it looks like. The only answer is the longest barrel length you can get away with for the job you're doing with the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what you were kind of
so mission dictates gear.
Yeah.
Mission.
Well, and the funny part is that like sometimes the gear did not sufficiently like meet what you would expect to with the mission. Like you look at like Fallujah, like the 2000s, right? With like kicking indoors and with a 20 inch M16.
Yeah, they were doing that.
And I guarantee all those people would be like, yeah, for a Mark 18, of course, right? But like you can make it work, right? It's the proficiency, it's the skill with that gun.
Yeah.
Go out and get training, please.
Yeah.
I mean, that does help. That really does help. I know. Okay. So one thing that I've now been debating between is the 10.3 and the 11.5. So I wanted a 11.5, but the first really good opportunity I got was a 10-3. And so I started doing like research and figuring out what was what. And then I ended up going with the 10-3 because that's what was available at the time. So 10-3 or 11-5. What do you think?
11.5.
Mark 18, slog.
The Mark 18's overrated.
Mark 1.
I'm going 11.5, but it gets in that thing of like
It's semantics to a degree.
It is semantics. Exactly. It turns that thing of like just be proficient with it. Like it doesn't like you can rock whatever. Just know how to use that gun. And
I'd say it's a lot about where you live too. I've talked about this before. What if you live out in the country somewhere and you have a ton of acreage? You're probably going to want something a little more long range and something that's more shorter. If you live in an apartment complex and you live in the city, you probably don't need something that's going to reach out to 500-600 yards, because more than likely you're not going to be engaging something at that range. I don't know what happened there.
That was funny.
We all hear loud crash.
My thing is this. We always try to set up everything for like the perfect plan, and how we should be setting up our gear is for the imperfect plan, is for the unknown, right? So
It's a valid take.
So if I understand that we live in the burbs or the city or what's the name, but you can still get 600 yards down Trade Street in Center City, Charlotte. Okay. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, the logistics of that is different from growing up on a farm.
No, I understand that.
That's very true.
A straight line is a straight line no matter where you put it.
Well, just the distance of the straight line.
There's going to be way more stuff on Trade Street than if I'm looking down my field.
What I'm saying to you is it's a 0 point of a distance, right? Shortest distance is what? A straight line. So
what about the curves of quickest descent?
I understand that. You curved the bullet too. So
wanted reference?
I was gonna say wanted. Yeah.
No, but so when I say that is that to me the old ways of thinking when it came down to the CQBR and like where the Mark 18 came from, that 10-3, it was built for a purpose. It was built for miniaturizing M4A1 for it to be more capable in the hands of guys who are doing shipboardings, working in confined spaces, caves, all that jazz, and diving and doing what they needed to do, right? So that specific receiver had a goal. The sweet spot for anything else is 11.5 and higher. You feel me when it comes down to that?
Yeah.
You can hit 500 yards with 11.5. You can hit 600 yards with 11.5. We almost, if we had the proper ammo and we were out with Mike, could have hit 700 and change yards in the wind with an 11.5.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it really just comes down to, again, your proficiency, what you're doing. But I always want to try, if I'm the one who's coming to say, hey, I have a 0 point where I'm going to be. Yes, I understand where I'm at due to my geographical sense, but I always want to make sure I plan for the next engagement or for the furthest engagement, and that distance is always unknown. So I would love to sit here and play, spooky in a perfect world and say, oh yeah, all I need is a 10.5, but in all actuality, I want to have something that's going to give me a capability much more than my ability to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason's point, the 14.5, like just that was the 10.3 was decided because that was the shortest they could cut it while still getting it in the cycle.
Right.
Technically, they had to open up the gas port a little bit.
They opened it up.
They had to figure that out.
0.87 something.
I was gonna say 7.0.
I thought it was 8. 0.8. Is it?
I thought it was 7.0.
I thought it was 7.0.
0.70.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's what mine is.
Is that crane
what I
spec?
thought.
Is that what you're talking about?
I don't
That's
know. but
Colt spec.
Cold spec. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. But
Anyway,
there's probably
it's overblown.
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, that's overblown for a reason, right? People can dog the Mark 18 all they want to, but I will say this: a lot of companies and people owe homage to the Mark 18 because it showed what the limits could do and could push during that time. Mark 18 is not a perfect system. It was never meant to be.
No.
It was putting a band-aid on a gunshot wound for a temporary need that needed to be placed in that situation. So it's got oversized gas ports so it can run every type of ammunition during and through the harshest times possible. So if the world ended today, right, and if the only thing available to me was a super tuned gun versus a Mark 18, I'm gonna choose the Mark 18 because it's literally like putting 87 in a car and it's always going to run no matter what.
That's really good.
So that's just my
I like that. Be the 87 in the car. I dig that.
And I also wanted to point out too, a lot of people talk about 10.3 being much more violent on your internals of the gun, like your bolt carrier group, than something like an 11.5 or something longer in general.
Said it again.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Daniels is 0.70.
0.70. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, so we were looking up the gas port sizing back in.
Yeah.
So back in the day, it was 0.081, and now it's 0.70. 070. Yeah. So yeah, that's the post 2017 way of doing a Mark 18 barrel.
So we do have a super chat, but I wanted to repeat that statement real quick so Jason could hear it and give me his thoughts. A lot of people do talk about how the 10-3 is much more violent on your internals, like your bullet carrier group, and it kind of erodes those faster than maybe an 11.5.
So that also is going to happen when you ever add a suppressor to anything.
That's
So
true.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah, when the more back pressure.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but degradation will occur faster.
The Mark 18
Degradation
is
happens
naturally
regardless.
overgassed too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's naturally
So-
overgassed, so it can run everything through the
Will
harshest
that make the
conditions.
gas rings go out quicker then?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
So degradation will.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So we were saying the same thing.
We're all saying the same. Like I get it, but if you shoot a gun, right, you're gonna degrade it with every shot.
Yes.
I mean, yes, but percentage wise,
You're getting there faster.
One's faster
Yes.
than the other.
Yeah.
That's I think what we're talking about there. The super chat was $5 super chat from Trent. Thank you so much, Trent. It says it's all optic based, honestly.
Correct.
What's better, an 11.5 suppressed with a 1-6 or a 16-inch with a red dot, not suppressed dots?
Oh, you're talking about the optic.
Yes.
1 to 6 versus a red dot.
But and then he adds the barrel
you know
length
what's
in there
funny?
as like a variable as well.
Were we using a 1 to 10 on the 11.5?
We're using the 1 to 10, and I posed this question on my Instagram like what was it, 2 days ago, a day ago, and somebody asked me, "What do you think is the better option? Is it going to be like?" We're coming down to the days of, red dot versus LPVO and piggyback, or like, which one are you choosing?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's always, again, if I follow the mantra that I just laid out, was be prepared for the capability that you need and the engagement that you don't know that you're going to have. I'm going to go LPVO piggyback dot because I know that covers a array of engagement areas and zones that I can't see. I mean, like, again, shooting that 1 to 10, that compact 1 to 10 at 700 and change yards or meters, however you want to put it, it was, I'm not gonna lie, you had to work for it, but you could still see where it was. And I feel like if we had a tripod, not a tripod, but if we had a tripod and a bipod, I feel like we could have hit that with ease.
Yeah.
Just saying, offhand, in the wind, shooting uphill, all off that barricade with no type of stops or anything on there. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. So, yeah.
One of my favorite questions is why, if you have a 1 to 10, why would you put a 1X red dot as a piggyback? that's actually like a common thing, especially when LPVOs were first getting bigger. I don't agree with that. What I'm saying is that question is posed quite frequently because people look at it as a thing of, well, I want to change my range. So like say a 3 to 18 with a piggyback 1X would make more sense than a piggyback 1X red dot and then like a 1 to 10 because now you're having both 1Xs.
A lot of
thoughts on that.
There are many thoughts process on it. You're right. The 3 to 18 or 5 to whatever, or 25 or however you want to run the increments, it is what it is. But the main reason why most folks and guys, especially in a professional setting, run a piggyback dot is only to get into your engagement area. It's only to spot, so you can literally spot, see, and then drop down into your glass of whatever you have at zoom, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be changing your variable zoom. You're either going to keep it at 3 power or you're going to keep it at max. That's just normally how it does. And do you have enough time to crank that thing over in the midst of, in case somebody comes closer than what you're actually magnified to? Probably not. And in that case, that's why the piggyback dot always comes in place. I remember talking to Jim. I was like, hey, what do you do? Same thing for guys, especially guys who've been through sniper school and all this jazz. The spotting scope 9 times out of 10 always has a RMR on the side. That's just to see where you're at. And then cool, I'm going there. And the same concept applies to you having a, LPVO with a dot on it. So it's just to help you get into that engagement area and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So
I completely get that. And that's actually one of the things I did with the original like Grizzly build that I had. I put the dot on top because it helps get your positioning and then you're on it. Because sometimes when you're zoomed all the way in, it's quite difficult to get exactly that long range target on target.
You'll get mud sucked.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Mud sucks.
Solo Gordo, which is a regular. Welcome back, Solo Gordo.
There we go.
He says, put the A5 system on a shorty setup.
That's where it was made to shine.
And then
The A5
this
system is
question
so good.
is for you. Thoughts on A5 buffer, which I think PCM and Sons of Liberty Gunworks use an A5.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great buffer. Some people look at it as like a do-all and like it has to be on like every AR setup. I don't think it has to be on every AR setup, especially if you have like a longer barrel. I don't really think there's much of a need for an A5, but for a shorty, it makes a lot of sense because what it does is it slows your cyclic rate. You're shooting like, you know,
Full auto.
yeah, FRT, right?
Yeah.
That was a joke because and so, but also FRT2, whatever way you want to speed up your cyclic rate, and it slows that down, and then also it helps fight against bolt bounce. So those are two big ways. I mean, there's also recoil dampening for a lot of people. You know, some people will say like, oh, well, how does it recoil, the dampen recoil? Because it's not, there's nothing in there that's actually physically dampening it. And it's just allowing the fact that you can put a heavier buffer in it. And for those of you who don't know, having a heavier buffer will dampen the perceived recoil of your gun.
Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty similar to what the A5 isn't. The A5, it's also a longer spring, correct?
It is.
That's
It's
what
a
you did
long
in your
rifle.
13 and use the
So-
rifle length spring instead of like a carbine or a pistol.
Because it's that longer spring, it allows you to have a heavier buffer weight
Yeah.
in there. So
But
that's
you know
why.
what? I'd say this. You know what also equals a great A5 system? A law folder.
Ooh.
Hey, porque no los dos, right?
Yeah, you add that little extra.
Speaking a little Spanish.
Seriously, it
You add a little extra, and there's a little the
the
in
dead
between.
weight in the back. Yeah. So if you've never fired a full law folder on FRT or full giggle switch mode, I suggest you do and compare it to A5 system. It feels very much the same. And that is probably one of the main reasons why the Secret Service and some special units moved to that, going on their builds going further.
John, you got to shoot. You shot Brian's A5. You
Yes.
shot the 10-3 A5. So yours, what is your barrel
Yours
length?
13.9.
13.9.
That one
Yeah.
is the A5.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm coping hard, as Jason likes to say.
Right? Hey, at least it's not 13.7.
what'd you think about the recoil on that?
So honestly, I could feel a slight recoil difference. Like shooting yours is probably like, I mean, it is a little bit longer. I mean, granted, it's minimal in my opinion. There's a slight difference that you will notice, and I think you're gonna really get that with really any barrel difference in some capacity. But you just can't go wrong with an A5 system. I love it. It's really reliable. It's good. It's smooth.
It gives you 7
else?
positions on the stock. That's cool.
That is true.
I
You
mean,
can go up to, I think
10.
like 10 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They,
I was
I
gonna
feel like
say,
they
they have
keep adding
more. Yeah.
positions.
I
over the
never
years.
knew I could have so many positions. on the stock.
they make a book.
Thanks, A5.
I was gonna say, they make a book about that, right?
Oh, boy.
Makes it sound like it's an infomercial. I never knew I could do it before then. Now I got it. Thanks, A5.
Thanks, Beltor.
Ah,
And like
yes.
somebody starts listing off like the side effects. Side effects are better shooting experience, a softer recoil in the shoulder, and a slower bolt carrier group. Your variations, they vary. If you ever have a smile longer than 4 hours, you should probably seek medical help. Like what?
And then it goes down the list. Shooting an A5 may actually cause you to die.
Right.
You know, okay, one I don't hear talked about
Oh Lord.
is the silent capture buffer.
I
as much.
was researching that because I was trying to build out a 300 blackout DI recently, but you know something else happened. But I was trying to. I was torn.
Never mind. You got something better.
Yes.
Because
Because
you
I
didn't
was
need a buffer anymore.
exactly. Because I was thinking about going for an A5 system on a 300 blackout piston driven design. I was torn between like an H2 and H3 because I was gonna do. I think I was gonna do an 8.5 inch barrel because I was gonna get it from Criterion.
Yep.
And I was looking at the A5 system, and then I started researching more into the JP silent capture spring. And I felt like because one, I was gonna be running my 300 blackout suppressed the entire time. It was gonna be a dedicated suppressed gun. So I was like, well, maybe the silent capture spring would be good for that if it's gonna be more of a quiet build. Unfortunately, I didn't. Like I said, didn't end up going through with it, but I still think it's a really viable option as well.
Yeah, that buffer in there it definitely works.
You
Like,
want to know
it's
what
no
a
BS.
capture spring reminds me of?
Hmm.
Trying to turn a regular M4/M16 into an AR-18 with using a singular guide rod
There it
and
is.
spring going back and forth.
but it's not singular. I mean, it's still there's just a it's like a secondary piston
Nice. Very nice.
in the buffer to dampen that.
If
perceived
you take
recoil.
one of the MCX guide rods or another AR-18 design and you just enlarge it and put it into one tube, technically that's a capture spring.
similar.
Yeah, similar. It is.
I threw up the we have a spot cam on the URGI and the Sons of Liberty Gunworks. just because
Nice.
that's what we were talking about. The A5 systems are both in both of those actually, although that's not a traditional URGI.
We got all the risers going on.
All the risers.
All the risers.
It's all risen.
There are a bunch of giraffes around classic.
How much CQB do y'all do? All the CQB.
All the knowledge transfer.
You ever seen that meme with that guy with the super long neck? He's
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's like
exactly.
they animated it. Yeah. That's pretty funny. We do have another super chat here, so I'm gonna go ahead and read that off from Ronell. I don't know that I have heard much from you in the past, but I have a 16-inch AR rifle. I installed an adjustable gas block. I'm ejecting at the 5 o'clock and have cycling issues. Should I replace the buffer and springs, or any ideas on how to fix that?
5 o'clock, meaning overgas.
So lighten up.
Mhm.
Yes.
Lighten up on
Yep.
gas. So you need to restrict it a little more on that gas block. I'm guessing superlative arms,
That's a good question. Give us some more details if you can.
Mhm.
rifle speed.
I like rifle speeds, adjustable gas blocks. It's the way they kind of like poke out from the barrel. If the
It's
handguard's
really
there, it's just
dope.
easier to work with.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I lost it. 5 o'clock would be under gas.
Under my bad.
Yeah,
sorry,
I was like,
sorry,
I
undergas,
snapped out of
undergas,
there.
Yeah, sorry. Undergassed. Yes, because there's not enough for it to.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Sorry.
my favorite thing about these live streams is to watch Ryan's processing in real time, because he gets like interested in what's going on here, and then all of a sudden he hears something and he's like, 30 seconds later, wait, nope, that's wrong.
Because I'm reading other people's stuff and I'm like, ooh, that'd be a cool one to talk about next. And then
So yeah, turn up the gas there, Chief.
yeah, turn up the gas.
Yep. And I actually am curious, how much have you played with the gas? Seeing as you do have that 5 o'clock issue, did you try to adjust it and still getting that same
So
issue?
here-
I got another solution. But you
I got a good question. What would you guys rather have? Undergas or overgas gun?
Oh, overgas.
Yeah. Overgas.
Overgas, without a doubt.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mark 18 wins. Thank you.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
That's a
whoa,
different
whoa,
question.
whoa,
That's a
I'm kidding.
different
That's a
question.
whole different
Listen,
thing.
I just wanted to rage.
Let's
bait
not go
tonight.
down that way.
I just wanted to rage bait. You see how everybody jumped in.
Wait,
Wait.
I was actually about to jump in and be like, go Mark 18, let's go. Because that is a fun joke.
Hey, you can undergas 12 10, or 10-3.
That would suck.
Yeah, right. It would. But you can do
Imagine
it.
you undergas a
So what I was going to say too to that guy, if you are having issues and say like your adjustable gas block, like you can't open it up anymore. Two things you could do: change your buffer, lower that, or get a what's that spring company? Springco.
green.
That's
spring.
easy. I was
I'll
like, what's
come
that
back.
spring
Give me one sec,
company?
Sega.
Springco.
A green or a white.
Is the yellow? I think the yellow is the reduced power, and the white and the green are like normal. I think I know yellow is reduced power, so also you can try that. Either of those will work. Yeah.
This comment's pretty good too. This could make actually a fun video. I would like to see a video of the HK versus Geisley versus Sons of Liberty versus Knights. That's an expensive video.
I can tell you, we kind of did this video. And we are excited to do this more in depth. Yeah, to do a kind of high end showdown of 5.56 guns. We're
Sega,
missing one.
What? You just skipped it.
there you go. Sega says he got a Poverty Pony. That's the Anderson with a carbine length. It's a 16-inch, currently running a Polo K. Any thoughts on buffer, weight, and spring setup?
Hold on, pause. Which Polo K are you running? Please tell me it's the 5.56 one and not the 30 cal.
I would assume that, but yeah, Sega,
I'm
let
not
us know.
assuming anything. I'm assuming that it may be a 30 cal.
All right, we'll come back
be
to
either.
that.
Yeah, it could be either.
We'll
Either
do
one.
wall action.
He says he's trying to avoid adjustable gas blocks. It's an Anderson, and I'm not trying to mess with it too much.
But
All
you
right.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, how do you guys feel about adjustable gas blocks in terms of using them on like a duty gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can turn up the gas in a stressful situation where elements become a factor, I'll do it.
I'll take an adjustable gas block too any day of the week.
I mean, it comes down to the like tolerance stacking thing, which can be a problem. But when you're out there and you're doing something, I've never been out there and done that, so I can't speak too much to that at all. But I would assume having more options to fix a problem that you're having right now in a stressful situation can be helpful. That's my assumption.
It makes sense. Yeah.
But
I
you
was-
are adding more tolerances that could mess up.
Yeah. Tolerances. I was going to say more moving parts.
Yes, that's
Yeah. More. Yep. There's more moving parts of things that could happen. That's also comes down to like building your own gun versus getting it from a company who does this professionally.
Yeah.
Building your own
engineering
gun
department.
and adding, yeah, exactly.
Gunsmith.
I think that's the issue there. Like if you were to get like a, I don't know, say like Dan Defense or Geisley with adjustable gas block, I'd be like, cool, awesome. If you build your own and you're like, yeah, I'm going to use this in the line of duty, like, I'd be like, just double check it. Maybe just have it looked over real quick. Yeah. Because you can screw it up.
This one is I like this comment. The smoke says hashtag never overgassed, and then
I
you just
hear
says hashtag gas.
I hear you.
What do you say, Jason? Either man up or lady down a bit if the
There you
gas is
go.
too much.
There you go. I'd rather always have an overgas gun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then you can just put a Huxworks on there, and then there's not going to be much more gas in your
You're
face.
trying to rage bait me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know you love Huxworks, dude.
I hear you. But no, I'd rather have an overgas gun that I know it's gonna work 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
All right, let's see.
It'd be violent. But
If it's a rifle speed, you could also get a different plunger size to change the gas settings between 1 and 12.
very true. Imagine that you got 12 settings on a rifle speed.
Ooh, here's one that
I've heard some, I don't know.
I've heard some hit or misses.
Yep.
with them.
Same. Exactly. But I haven't used it personally, so I don't want to like
The concept
say
is
it's
cool,
just bad across the board. Yeah.
but all I think about is like, imagine you're in a sustained gunfight with a rifle speed and you try to turn the gas block and it's hot. And
Yeah.
it scolds the
Just
number
wear, just wear
7 on
gloves.
your
Just wear a glove. It'll be fine. Wear your shooting glove.
Yeah,
Easy
that
peasy.
totally works out.
That's the point of a glove.
That's the point.
How many suppressors have been melted to a glove? Or
We're talking
vice-
about gas blocks, not suppressors here.
It gets hotter.
Well, you know,
that is true. On those, that is
we
one
just won't grab them whenever we know they're
disadvantage.
hot.
That's one disadvantage of a 10-3 is your gas block is right there on your hand. I mean, it's also there on an 11.5, but you can move around it just a little bit more.
So random Irish said, we're just buy an LMT and not worry about it. Base.
Yep.
So- all right. Let's see. We
Is that
have
lever action?
Yeah.
yes, I
he
did
also
see that
said
the
he
lever
runs a
action.
Ryder BB gun.
Here we
So-
go.
Right underneath that.
Makes
Yes.
total sense.
Shoot the eyes out.
You shoot your oh my god, shut up.
All right, we do have
an icicle?
another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says I was gifted a Brospec 15 torrent by my wife. I can't find any real reviews by people I follow or trust. What's the real deal with them?
Who are they?
I'm gonna.
Black River. I don't know.
Black Rain Ordnance. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
that's what it would be.
Yep.
Jamie, pull that up.
Do you have any experiences with them? Do you have
Black
any thoughts?
Rain
Me and Matt always do their interviews
makes
at like
cool
shows. They
looking
good
gun,
dudes.
and that's where I'm gonna leave it.
They made some pretty whenever Matt and I interviewed him at SHOT Show this year, they were showing off some pretty cool stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's cool stuff. Good guys.
My thing always is like I haven't used them enough
Right.
to say one way or another. Right. Most people, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not a Geisley or Daniel Defense."
Yeah.
You're wrong. You know, it's like there could be something good about it. I don't know.
But there also could be something there.
There could be something bad too. Yeah. Like I don't want to step into that.
Not gonna joke about that one. Ew. Black Rain Ordnance, like I said, they make cool looking stuff. Is it proven? I don't know. Can't answer that for you, Chief. But
Mm-hmm.
let us know what happens.
So Crunchy Taco
Mm.
says Black Rain Ordnance is a Cerakote company first and a manufacturer second. My first AR was a Black Rain Ordnance spec, and it runs great with no issues.
That's awesome.
How many rounds
Heck
do you have
yeah.
to that? I am curious. Tell me a little bit more about the gun that you have as we're trying to kind of answer that question for the other gentleman. But yeah, I don't have any experience with them, so I cannot speak to them.
What would you guys say is a good like round count to say, hey, this gun has been ran through its paces?
Oh, well, does it depend on the type of gun? Because I feel like it might.
We talking about 500 rounds?
What type of round count do you think?
Like minimum
Yeah,
or
minimum.
Okay,
round
minimum. Okay, a minimum for me. Like if someone's like, "Hey, man, this gun runs," absolute minimum would be 2,000 rounds. because it's like
Damn.
there's a lot of things that can go wrong. I've seen gas rings blow by the time it even gets to like 1,500, right? And so if you get up to that point, yeah.
I was
I
actually
mean-
thinking a little more, like closer to like 25 to 3,000. But I also think it
In
depends.
my mind, it's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, but you could also, if you are noting this at the beginning, you could also try all of your different ammo types within that first 1,000. Like if you're really trying to do some different things and see where it malfunctions, if it runs everything.
Mhm.
But a lot of people just buy the standard training ammo and then slowly acquire 1 or 2 boxes of something else to try.
Here's another way of looking at it. That's 67 magazines.
It's not a lot.
That's actually
How many
that
magazines?
sounds
Not a lot.
way less than
67
I thought.
magazines.
Not a
If you
lot.
have a standard capacity, 30 rounds,
That's not a lot.
67 magazines.
67 mags.
It's not a lot.
Mhm.
That's not.
That's
a
what
lot.
I'm saying. That's like baseline.
Is it really 67?
I was like,
Oh my
That's
god.
why I asked like
Flip it
3
out.
times.
John's the Gen Z of the channel.
Yeah. Yep.
We do have another $5 super chat from Zach. It says, what barrel length are you choosing for anything above 5.56, and what caliber are you taking?
I'm not going for 308. I'm not going any shorter than 13 inches.
I was gonna say
I think
16
13
inch,
Maybe
308.
12, but you could squeak 12 out of it. But your
gonna
10
be
is gonna hate
thumpy.
it. Your suppressor's gonna hate you.
Your fireball at the end of that
Oh, it's
thing.
not gonna be a fireball. It's just you're gonna feel every bit of that recoil. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 308, 13 inches. For 6.5, you can actually go. What?
I'm sorry. This came up from Mike, which Mike is he's been on a couple streams and emails and stuff.
That's
Standard
good.
rounds are 29.
They're 32 actually.
So-
So we use Daniel Defense magazine.
defense metrics here.
32.
Oh, man.
Oh Lord.
No, that's so true. No, it's one of those things where it's gone back and forth, honestly, with YouTube, where it's like some people still say you can't say 30 rounds. It seems like we're past there.
I use
But check in
FRT
next
every time
month.
I shoot. So
All right, we have
Yeah.
one that directly correlates with exactly what the topic is of the stream. I have a 16-inch barrel and a 10.5 AR pistol. Really thinking of a 12.5 or a 14.5 complete upper. What do you think is better to go with? Basically 12.5 or 14.5.
what type of capability are you looking for?
Because he already has a shorty and he already has a long one. So what would the middle get you there?
So
Honest to
is it
God,
suppressed?
if you have a 16, there's no reason for a 14.
That's what I was just about
That's
to
what I
say.
was
Yeah,
thinking.
if you have a
Right?
10.5, I don't think you should really
Because
go
realistically, a 14.5 pin and welded is
a
16 inches.
my first
So-
reaction was sell one of those. like straight up sell either the
Yeah.
10.5 or the 4 or the 16 inch, and then
Honestly,
fill the gap in there.
Sell the 10.5,
So
get an
have,
11.5.
have one that's a CQB gun and one that's maybe a longer range gun.
I was gonna say sell the 16 and then at that point probably go with a 14.5. Because then if you really want
Yeah.
to pin and weld it to get up to that, if you don't want to deal with the NRA,
SBR everything.
NFA.
sorry, NRA.
It sounds like it's a dig, but I know it's not. It's just,
That's funny.
Bold move, Cotton. We're going there next week.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah, look out for these guys.
That's why it's on the brain.
I literally,
I
Folks,
get
I know
you.
who said it.
That's hilarious, man. That's too funny.
That's a Freudian slip with an F there.
Would it be PF, PH? Like, what's going on?
But yes, so that was no, and the
Kidding.
NR versus NF, that was the F. That's where the F.
Great
came from.
artist, by the way.
Great artist.
We had a comment that says sell the 10.5, go with the 12.5 for your shorty.
That's a Jason setup right there. A 10.5.
Here's the funniest thing. I've got all of these barrel lengths. Everything but 13.7 or 13.9. But yeah.
I have 13.9 and 10.3 now. I no longer have an 11.5. I did sell the Arrow upper. That's gone.
Get a KS1 and then you have all of them. You've collected all the Infinity Stones.
Like
I've got all the barrel lengths. Yeah.
Knights Armament. Geisley.
Yes.
I wonder
LMT.
what would be if I like Geisley, Knights, Daniel, LMT.
Daniel is not in the conversation.
I don't know about that. Dang.
That's gonna get some people
I
going.
say maybe
Hey,
HK.
That's
There you go.
That deserves
Daniel is not in the conversation.
Insane
Chief.
statement.
Not
that's an old one.
Daniel Defense is gonna make like a diss track to me.
This is my guy. I had to point this out. 75 grain HD SBR. Shout out to Ryan. I got it at Toys for Longer Distances. Yes. So that if you're talking about that ammo specifically, like that is a really cool ammo and how the propellant works so that it's optimized for shorter barrels so you can get more velocity out of a shorter barrel. That is shout out to Hornady. Hornady does some things right, and that's one of them.
We got another $5 super chat.
One.
I knew you were gonna. I knew that was gonna get Jason going. That's why I said some things.
Name 3 things Hornady did correct. I'll wait.
Like I want to say
75
6
grain.
arc, but 6.5 Grindle works. So
With the mags, right? With the right mags.
Because it is a 6.5 Grindle bag. That's imagine that.
we need to do a deep dive on 6.5 Grindle
No, we
versus
don't.
6 arc.
No, no.
Honestly, I'd be
Like-
down. That's one. Those are 2 actually type of calibers that I don't have any experience with.
6.5 Grindles.
Like, we should do like a
Mhm.
series on them or just something to. I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, because I mean, unfortunately, so 6.5 Grindle gained popularity because you could get it really cheap out
In a
of like
short frame.
these Russian countries
Yep,
when we were
Tula.
getting that ammo at
Yep.
the time, and now it's kind of dried up, so it's not as prevalent here in the U.S. But still cool.
I
But
still
the
want.
Markman 6.5.
I still want to do the
Yes.
338 arc versus 86. That's my.
Oh, I
my-
could.
That's my.
You ready for this one? Shocker
Wow.
here. 8.6 all day long.
I think we
wanna
all
do
could
the
have guessed
build.
that.
Bro, companies don't even know what to put the twist rate in for 338 arc. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, 1 in 5, 1 in 7. We don't know. Which
One in
one do you
26.
like? Remember Vegas Vacation?
Yeah.
Chicken or the steak? Which one do you want?
I like the idea that it's in a smaller frame, right? So
Yeah.
like that applying to an AR-15 versus an AR-10, but like there's just I don't know. There's just some weird stuff with it. I'm not all on board with a 338 arc.
Thank you. I
Yeah, I'm
appreciate
not.
that. Glad we came to that discussion. Which one works? 8.6. Which one is better suppressed? 8.6.
8.6.
Which one has more terminal velocity upon impact? Guess what? You guessed it. 8.6. Which one feels better to shoot suppressed?
I haven't shot 338 arc, so I'm not.
You
gonna-
didn't shoot.
Mm-mm.
Were we the only ones who shot it at? I guess so.
What is CMMG?
CMMG.
Oh yeah, we did. You're
and
right.
range
You're
day?
right. We did.
Yeah, I haven't shot it.
I was
Really?
not there for that.
The,
And
the
that's
8.6
the
was,
thing.
the 8.6
The
was
guy,
better. You're
yeah,
right.
the guy was like, I was like, so what twist rate do you have? He was like, oh, we got one that's 1 in 5, and then we got one that's 1 in 7. I'm like, what? Like, you guys can't choose? Well, it kind of ejects better out of this one.
Well, depends supersonic versus subsonic.
Right. That's what it
Because that is
was.
the actual answer.
That's the answer.
Yeah, that is the
And I was
answer.
like,
if you're
okay,
running
well, what if-
subsonic 1 in 5, if you're running super 1 in 7,
What if I want to shoot both?
1 in 6. Split the difference. I don't know. It's math.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, they just, no, it's just a question.
No,
mark.
I agree. I'm sitting here. I don't know.
All right.
We're on the cusp of
We got a
things.
super chat from Solo Gordo, and we
Yes.
do need to answer this.
And
because I
first
think it's a
off-
good question.
I want to call Solo Gordo out. He's been on, I think, every single live stream we've done, and he's also donated on half of them. So thank you. I was actually looking back to that the other day, and I was like, dang, Solo Gordo is here all the time.
That's awesome.
We
Appreciate it,
you,
brother.
bro. He says, if I wanted to build a 14.5 308 DMR style in today's market, what would you recommend?
Why 14.5?
No,
I don't know.
so you can play with the gas system more to be able to. I think you can go. I'm trying to remember. I did this research and I can't remember what the advantage was to 14.5, but I think you could go mid length. Like you could barely get mid length in there with a 14.5 308. So maybe that's it.
I don't know.
You know what's funny?
And also, I mean, velocity.
Let me ask you this
There's
question.
that too.
On the SCAR 6 or 17, and what is considered the gas length on that?
What's piston? So to really,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
you can cut that thing down.
It's just gas.
Technically, it'd be mid length, wouldn't it? Just by this distance. If we had to compare it to DI standard,
The new ones or the old ones?
the old ones.
The old ones are probably like carbine. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a 16, that thing's way.
And I know the people in the comments say, there's no such thing. I'm talking about in fields, guys.
Yeah, it's technically not. It's piston,
Right.
but that's the closest equivalent.
So we now have a question. It kind of correlates back to the topic overall. from Rumble, which we don't get a ton of comments from Rumble, so good to see you over there.
Far out.
What's
man.
your preferred SBR barrel length?
11.5.
What caliber?
Yep, it does not say.
Given the
Context of what we're talking about.
yeah.
I think we can assume AR, but yeah, 5.5.
Preferred 11.5. What
Yeah.
I can work with 10.5. For 5.56. If they're in a blackout,
7 inches.
no longer than 7 inches.
I didn't want to say 6, but that's kind of, yeah.
6 3/4.
6 and
Four.
3/4 is my go-to.
But no longer than 7 inches. Because there's like you're not getting a benefit.
It's too much.
There's some benefit.
I think it's too much, personally.
Solo says, I mean, they make 12.5 308s.
They do.
That's
They
true.
do. They do.
Mhm.
They're very violent. They are. They
Yeah.
are. No, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
Like
so
I said,
true.
it's the can that's getting beat up the most, right? Like
Mhm.
it's just getting bombarded. But a 12.5 308 does exist, especially in some professional setting.
This is a good question. Anybody get their hands on a RC4 yet?
Soon.
I've shot it. It's nice.
Soon,
RC foreskin.
very soon, like
I want to call it the slim
next
shot.
week.
If anyone has
we'll
any
see.
recommendations for those videos to show off the RC4, do you want to see it compared against any specific suppressors?
They're
you
going
want
to say
see
it showed
against?
off to the RC3 and 2.
Well, Jason, I was about to say that.
I didn't-
I was like, besides the RC3 and RC2,
We're all thinking it.
what else would you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
see?
Compare it to the Huxworks 556 full size TI.
No, like literally one of the comments is where the upgrade over the RC2? Question mark.
I don't know. I'm a diehard RC2 guy.
We'll let you know in the video.
Yeah.
So the RC3 was questionably better. If we're upgrading past the RC3 into the RC4 territory,
I don't know if the RC3
I'm
was-
very optimistic, but I don't have an answer yet. But I'm very optimistic.
RC3 was trash.
Yeah, I don't think that was better than the RC2.
So it wasn't. I actually don't think it was trash. I think it was trash under certain conditions, where like 55 grain, shooting out of a short barrel, and like what we tested when we were at the Surefire training event was 77 grain out of 11.5
That's all we
BCM.
shot there too.
Absolutely, it was wonderful. No issues whatsoever.
Here's my biggest thing. It took the internet about 10 days for them to figure out that it doesn't work with all their muzzle devices. That's where I think they really it wasn't the lack of performance when it came to that. It was the simple fact of the thing turned into a flamethrower.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I was
Yeah.
like, do you mean the locking system? No, you
No.
mean like the performance.
Performance
out
of the
of-
flash
Yes.
was
Yes,
terrible out of that.
exactly. With 55 grain specifically.
But what's crazy, call me nuts, what does America mostly shoot? Oh
55
no,
grain.
55
Oh, I'm
grain.
with
So
you.
like how did you as an engineering department miss that one? I don't know. I think that's crazy.
Here's a good question. Would you guys recommend the Sig Sauer Spear LT with a 16-inch barrel? I went to the Sig facility this past weekend and now looking into potentially investing in buying one of the rifles.
Don't get the 16-inch.
Any MCX you're good with, in my
But
opinion.
just get 11.5.
I'm going to pull it on you, Jason. Depends on the application.
There we go.
all right, well.
Man,
I mean,
you
if you
pulled
went
that
to
sucker out and
the
slapped
if
it
you
on
went
the
to the
table.
facility, bro, I mean, skip the 11.5. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The 16-inch is heavy. I'll be honest.
Go to the gym.
I normally say that. Normally I say that, but I,
No, so why are you the one
no,
saying
no,
it's
no.
heavy?
I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
No time do I ever really. So let's just keep it.
That
above.
is true.
That's
That
that.
is
Never
true.
do I ever play devil's advocate, but I will say this: just get the 11.5 one. The 16-inch, I do think that Sig missed the mark on two things when it came to the MCX: having a DMR version of their small frame. I really do. I think they should have had an 18-inch one and found a way to lighten up the receiver even more. And that's just me. Or make a 16 actually a 14.5. It possibly might be a 14.5. And I'm just
Now that you say it, it's
mistaken.
probably going to come out in the next, whatever the next.
You never know. Next
event
is
is.
right around the
Yeah.
corner. So, you know what I'm saying? I do think they missed the mark with that. But if you're right there in the ballpark, man, just get an 11.5.
Here's the funny part. Would you, if you had an 18-inch, how would that change that much versus the 16-inch? Because you can make 16. When I look at 16 now, when I used to look at 16-inch, I'm like, oh, that's standard AR-15. And I still think it is America's AR-15 barrel length because it's a rifle, simple, good to go.
Hmm.
But you can make a 16-inch a DMR easily. That was done,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That
That was the
Mark 12
Mod
Mod
H.
H.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can
So
do that.
it's been a thing for a while.
But you know what's crazy? Sig, I mean, there is 18-inch DMR MCXs. It's
Oh,
just
I'm
not
sure.
available.
It's just
to
a barrel.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
just-
available to the public.
No, that's what I'm saying. You just cut
Right.
the barrel
Right.
like a little
Right.
bit.
Like
Yeah,
like their
longer.
Project Hunter one that they put in for it looked dope.
Did it?
But we'll never get that. So
Yeah.
We do have another super chat, and it is from Trent. And this is also another person I have seen several times on the last several streams. So I just want to say welcome back. Thank you so much. Jason,
Yo.
I have the BCM 9 300 with SPS 300.
the Lucas Bakken special.
Why do you think they went 9 and not shorter?
The reason why they probably went 9 is because it was easier for them to do their rifles. I mean, their rifles, their barrels. I don't know. I'm not BCM, bro. I don't know. They didn't do 10 because I will say this: once you go past 10 inches with 300 blackout, especially subsonics, you have the potential where it to go transonic, or have that flip flop in the barrel when it happens. You remember what happened with that POF that we had? That thing started going supersonic in there.
Yeah.
That partially had to do with
With
the
the SMKs?
suppressor. Yeah. Well, the ammo. It was really the ammo.
Ammo?
You're right. Yeah.
Base.
The ammo was screwed up.
Here's another one. Why don't you ever talk about gun temperature? My guess is how hot something gets, how quickly it gets, like bigger rail, smaller rail, where's your hand placement based on the gas block kind of thing.
What?
And
Wear a
that's-
glove.
Here's my thing is like, so yeah, basically, I mean, I have seen some guns where, like the Mark 1, for example, where it does seem to take a little bit longer to heat up, but it's kind of like you're chasing this performance that you're never really going to get, because then that allows you to shoot like one more mag than before, and now it's that hot.
Yeah, and I
And so,
more
you know what I'm saying?
back.
So at the end
And-
of the day, like just put a glove or a rail
Yeah,
heat
rail
wrap,
wrap. Mhm.
and
And
you're good.
I think
Well, you-
what's interesting here is after you run 30 rounds through a gun anyway, it's going to get hot. If you just let it sit for a minute, it's going to get hot, especially if you have a suppressor on it. Like you're going to feel the heat all throughout the upper.
Yeah.
In most scenarios, if right away from shooting it, you can shoot a whole bunch of them, and it's not going to make that much of a difference as quickly as if you let it sit.
What you can do too is, like, depending on the handguard that you have too, certain handguards are going to heat up a lot faster than other ones. I mean, you have I'm trying to think of an example, like your older Arrow one that you had. I remember that one would heat up a lot quicker, but now like a Riz 2, for example, on a Mark 18, that's not going to heat up as fast as something like that. In my
You
opinion.
can
But once
have
it
a
heats up.
full sustained gunfight with that thing, and it's just cracking warm.
Yeah.
But
Wear-
I will say that
wear a
once it's hot,
glove,
though.
get a heat
it's
wrap,
hot.
It takes a
rail
while to come back
scales,
down.
better handguard. That's how I would. mitigate
And
that
here's the other
personally.
thing too that people don't talk about. So if we're talking about 5.56, you're not going to see that much of a difference in ammo contributing to that factor. But if you're going 300 blackout or some others, your ammo is going to dictate how fast that barrel is going to heat up.
That's
If you
fair.
shoot subsonic, you can shoot way more than supersonic 300 blackout for
That's
it to
true.
heat up at that rate.
That's very
Like
true.
I will-
subsonic heats up much slower.
I will say 13.9 and the 10.3 heats up significantly faster. Like it was
That's a good point too. I
Yeah.
didn't, yeah,
but
barrel length.
it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it just kind of lines up. I think that's kind of just the territory you get in when you go shorter, and you just kind of know that.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. But which one?
No.
20-inch, 55 grain.
Punching through armor.
1960s called. They went through tactic that.
Now, I will say I did build out a DMR kind of style AR-15 in 5.56. I use a 69 grain Frontier. It's like a what is
Varmint
it?
round.
No. It's a actual, like, what do they call it? The match grade round. Either way.
Sierra Match King.
Thank you. I don't know why I could not bring that to my brain, but it's a 69 grain Sierra Match King, and dude, that sucker rips. But it's an 18-inch barrel, so it just, I mean, it just.
Oh, you mean the one in the IAR?
No. That's a
Oh.
16-inch on the IR. I have an 18-inch that I transferred from the 20-inch that I was using before that because FPS wasn't that much different.
It's interesting you said 55 grain. In all seriousness, like, so if you're shooting 20-inch, you're most likely shooting a 1 in 7 twist and some other ammo would serve you better for accuracy.
I'm sorry. Would you like to read a dad joke?
That was good.
What do you call a gun that doesn't unalive anyone? A V gun. I thought
Bars.
Is that a shot to Glock?
Yeah, it could be. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 20-inch H bar.
Wow.
All right. Why 300 blackout when you can get 762 by 39, 300 blackout on discount bin 76239? Come at me.
Because this is America. Go back to Russia.
It is harder to get subsonic 76239. And subsonic 76239 that's easy to that can cycle semi-auto. Because Brown Bear has dried up a lot.
I knew he was gonna focus
I'm
that
sorry, McBride.
up. Yeah. 300 blackout's cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our person behind the camera is a very large 762 by 39 guy.
And even he would choose 300 blackout over 762 by 39 at times.
At times, yeah. That was just say that.
Let me see if it's available.
Is that for real? $800 how many rounds? You're crazy. $800 for 500 rounds of Brown Bear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That is astronomical.
Okay, how much is 500 rounds? It's $500. I already know that. It's $500
For what?
500 rounds of subs. I can tell you that right now.
Here's a good question from Austin. They donated $2. Thank you so much for that. It says favorite optics if you're using magnifier and 5.56. So I guess I can elaborate a little more on that. Your favorite optic / magnifier combo.
Aimpoint T2.
Anything that takes a T2 footprint. So right now, I'm not gonna lie, I love SIG's optics.
Oh, the
4XT Pro.
4XT Pro. It gives you so much bang for your buck. It's not a one-trick pony. If you want the circle dot, you can have it. If you want the regular dot, you can have it. If you want the bullet, drop compensator, you can have it. You got all that option in there. And when it comes to magnifier, there's two that I really, or three that I like.
Yes.
I love the Unity one because it's 4X and the mount is integrated and it's great. Here's a fun fact. I actually love. Well, I'll say that third. The G33 still works, but the 5X one, I think it's
45.
better. Oh, the G45, whatever. The 5X one.
I like Aimpoint's magnifiers as
And
well.
I was just about to say that the Aimpoint one is very nice, but it's just expensive.
It's
long
too.
It's long.
6X is long.
Yeah.
The 3X is shorter. Yeah.
That's true.
I did have the someone came up with the one that I was actually going to kind of throw out there, the 8T AMR combo. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, you like
That's what I was thinking about the whole time. I
Yeah,
was like,
because I mean,
yeah.
the cool thing about that, for those who don't know, and Ryan, you showed me this. I had no idea it was a thing until you showed me it. That's the one where when you pull the magnifier up, it's magnetic, so the dot will change reticle and brightness depending on when you have it. You can look through the magnifier or not. So that is really cool.
I love that optic and I love that concept. My only gripe about it is you have to keep that magnifier really close.
Yeah, you do.
You can only maybe maximum 4 Picatinny slots away.
I think it's less than that.
or bring the dot back.
I'm
just saying.
I don't know about y'all, but I set up most of my guns the same way. I put the dot over the back well, right there.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll usually look at like right over the BCG. That's what I learned.
I do too, but if I had to for the 8T AMR, I would just do it. I wouldn't. And then I would just kind of train through it and see if there's something that's messed up about it. I don't know if there would be, but
Off-topic question. Jason recently mentioned he Cerakoted his Surefire suppressor. Wondering where you got that done without saying .coms.
Oh, the homies at Watchdog did it for me. Yeah. Shout out to my man, Lil Ty.
Lil Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Like L-I-L?
is that a government name?
Lil Tyler.
Ah,
But there's 2 Tylers in the company. So Big Ty is a woman, Lil Ty is a guy.
And Zach said 3 Picatinny. I was gonna say I don't think you can go 4 because I've tried that
All right,
with
3
the AMR.
Picatinny. That's
Yeah.
wow.
You really can't move it much. So
Yeah. I don't know why can companies don't use H series Cerakote. I mean, use C series Cerakote anyway. going forward. It blows my mind.
Golden Tulip is posting the G-Force Jawbone. That is going to be where we're going to next. So I can't show that comment on here. Unfortunately, YouTube's guidelines won't let us. But
What's wrong?
it's but
Oh,
specifically, we are going to jump into now the next section of this, which is like your PCCs. What's your favorite ones? Do PCCs make sense? Like legitimately, are they a fun toy or are they actually a legitimate usable gun? And then I did also want to, there it is, Zeke, I messaged you on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that. Respond to that if you haven't. Let's see. Okay, so with that being said, do PCCs make sense
versus like 300 blackout?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's always the debate.
pretty much, yeah. That is really where I was hoping that this would go.
Yeah.
Because obviously 300 blackout is quieter with subsonic, and then you have the supersonic capability.
depends.
9mm being 9mm is cheaper, easier, more affordable, and lighter, so you can have more ammo on you. You have a lot of advantages and disadvantages. Ballistics for subsonic and supersonic. So subsonic 300 blackout, supersonic 9mm is really close to the same. But then supers on 300 blackout are going to crush it, like no contest kind of thing. So, what are our thoughts?
Yeah. 300 blackout's awesome.
First comment: PCCs are just range toys.
Yeah. I mean, so I would say PCCs are more of a fantasy when semi-auto.
Yeah.
And then it gets a little bit more of a better conversation when you get into FRT or full auto, you know. But as semi-auto, it's not even a question because it's like you're just shooting basically what you could do with your pistol.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I will say I've been working on what I want to be the ultimate PCC, hopefully. And
that thing looks pretty cool right now.
We'll see. I got some Hornady critical defense ammo for it that is subsonic, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't want to see what that actually does in a gel block, but I do agree with the fact that they are kind of like a pipe dream, so to speak, literally, because it's a pipe that shoots bullets. But they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they do have an application. But if you have the opportunity to get a 300 blackout, why not?
Yeah, like if someone's like, "Hey, I only have so much money, I can get one or the other."
Yeah,
I would say 300 blackout.
So just save up.
Hashtag pipe dream.
I'm gonna say they're valid. They have very valid uses and meaning for what it is. People downplay. Like I hear everybody when it say it's like a fun range toy. At the end of the day, like a gun is meant for what it's meant for. And if it wasn't viable, the Army would have never chosen a new submachine gun for its official use. I will say this. It plays a factor in a couple of ways. Home defense, I do believe it plays a huge factor in.
That is what I built mine.
To me, it is a force multiplier. Like, yes, it is shooting an anemic round, but you can also fire quick succession when it comes down to it. Plus, it also works very well for like PSD work or personal security detail work when you can hide a PCC underneath a jacket, underneath a suit, underneath something, and you can have something compact and short that can still deliver rounds to keep people's heads down or to engage a threat that's standing right there. So to say that they're not valid, they are, but you have to use them in the right context.
Do you agree that they become more valid? They become a lot less valid when they're just semi-auto.
Semi-auto is kind of neutered. Not gonna lie.
Yes,
that's
So
what
it's kind of neutered. But
That's
you have a full auto version or FRT
version.
Now we're in the
you
conversation.
can light it up, man. I mean, you're not going to walk away from that.
No, that
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to happen.
and the recoil and rate of fire. and
Right.
everything.
I will say this, even at 100 yards.
We were actually just shooting.
Yeah.
We can't show this unfortunately, but we were shooting at Beretta what was the MXP Storm 4 Storm, and the rate of fire on that's 1,400 rounds.
That's up there in vector.
And you're sitting there and you're right on target.
Yeah.
Like you're not, I mean, it's kicking up a little bit, but you can hold it there.
Yeah.
Right now you do the 300 blackout, that's going up.
Yeah.
Recoil is going up and your rate of fire is going down.
Yep.
Your rate of fire is not 1,400 rounds a minute.
Yeah, with supers
So-
it's going up. With subs it's slow. Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
so there are advantages, and I
Yeah.
think that goes into play of why
Yeah.
they picked it.
Yeah.
What I was looking at while you were talking about that, Jason, was the overall length of a Rattler versus the BNT APC 9K,
Short.
and the Rattler's 14 inches overall, and I'm guessing that's with the side folded stock,
Mhm.
and the BNT APC 9K is 12 and a half inches.
Yeah.
So it is more compact.
2 inches is a big deal.
That's how you use it,
Yep.
and that thing's shooting fast.
It is. And that also kind of brings into the question, and also why they kind of came up with like the Flux, something that is ultra compact.
Hey, Flex Bros.
Flux Bros.
I'm sorry, the only valid one is the 365, but I digress.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, fatal combat. You bring up a good point. What we're saying is, oh, disappeared.
I got you.
Nope.
3, 2.
That's hilarious.
There we go.
What we're saying is, we're not saying that it's not a useless gun. Like if you already have a 9mm PCC, then just like, oh, get rid of it because it doesn't work. No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, if someone doesn't have a 300 blackout or 9mm, which one should they invest in? And say all things equal as far as price point, things like that. We would say 300 blackout.
Yep.
Lethality
And
doubles.
what's funny is that's slightly hypocritical coming from me because I have several PCCs at this point. I put a lot of money into PCCs and building them out, and like different, like I had the Deluxe P320, that Strybog, which I've now trying to make the ultimate PCC.
Dude, that thing is awesome.
I think we can get there with it.
Looks cool.
And
Is it over there?
no, I did take that one home because
Okay.
that is literally the bump of the night gun. I mean, it's with those subs, the
Oh, yeah.
critical defense. It's just like,
Here we go.
yeah. So I do see a lot of value in that, and I like the ultra compact, especially on that, like the Flux Raider. That is in my backpack right
I
there.
use my Flux for my home defense setup now. If I hear something go bump the night in my apartment, just grabbing my Flux.
You're grabbing that over the MCX?
Yeah, because if I had to use, I'd rather use the Flux than the MCX. I
Because
don't want to lose
you
my
ra-
MCX.
You rather let the flux be taken.
Yeah, I would.
I understand. But out of necessity, you use the flux.
Yeah. Now,
But
if
in a
it's like,
perfect world,
if it's in a perfect world, or like I see
You're shooting
parachutes
the
in the
bad
sky, Red Dawn style. Oh yeah.
And this gentleman here, Zach, who's been talking about this whole time, basically says that worry about 300 blackout over penetration. And we did do a
Yes.
video on that, which showed it pretty well. They all over penetrate.
They do.
And with the exception of when you get up to supers in 300 blackout. But if you're using subs,
you still went through 4 layers.
I would like to test out Frange 300 blackout versus Frange 9mm.
That's a
That-
whole
that-
different story.
I know.
That's
I'm with you.
Whole
I-
different story.
but that's the one thing we did not test that I would like
And
to
it's
test.
expensive.
It is. But if you live in an apartment and you're worried about that, like I would definitely
I'm still
look
using
into
I
that.
did. I bought
I'm
some
still-
of Gorilla's frangible 300 blackout.
I'm
and
still
that's-
using subs.
Dude,
I
That's a great
spent
idea.
way too much money on it. I've never shot it. I've shot one round off of it to make sure it worked,
Yeah,
and
make
then
sure it cycles.
everything else
Yeah.
I just keep in my mag at home.
I might shoot more than one round, but
it was,
I
it
see
was
your
expensive,
point.
man. I only bought a 20 round box. I don't even got a full mag right now, man.
John doesn't even put 2 rounds in there to see if it cycles. He just puts 1, and he's like, the
Yep,
bullet
that'll
goes.
do it. That'll do it.
the
That'll
bullet
do it.
went down the barrel. Awesome.
is it sighted
Fantastic.
in? I don't know. We're within 7
Hey now, this isn't Josh Cook over here. My stuff is sighted in.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Rowan
Josh.
No, we're not
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
We're not
Josh.
We're not sorry. I'm so tired of sighting in your guns at the range. When you,
He's
like,
not
bro,
wrong.
how do you have all these guns and not one is zero?
I
Not
took
one.
the optic. He took the optic.
Even the
off.
carry gun, not zero. That's crazy.
What are the things that you guys ever wonder what like the minutia is behind the scenes of dealing with like video with guns? Is sighting in so many guns.
The
Like
time it
so,
takes.
it
like
takes so much time.
there are times when it's just like we're sighting in an EOTech, like on the PCC battle, sighting in a couple of EOTechs, and then just calling it good. Sometimes that they're not even on.
Well,
No, we
that's a rare thing.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah.
from close range. Yeah,
because
yeah.
they die anyway.
Oh,
Um,
that's
those
happened
batteries
before.
just die constantly.
When there was once where we brought 3 EOTechs to the range to use on 3 different guns.
Yep.
2 of the 3 EOTechs died.
I remember
That
that.
range
That
trip.
was
And I was like, what
Yeah,
are the
those-
odds of this? Because we
Not a
didn't
CR123 in
we
sight
didn't put
either.
them in on the same day. So it was random.
The next range trip, there's 18 CR123s in our bag. This gentleman here. Let's see. Bad Mama Jamma. Love that name. That's
Cool
pretty
name.
fun. First time catching y'all live. Got to meet Jason at SHOT. Love the content. Longtime fan. Just want to say thank you for being here, and
Appreciate you.
glad you caught one of our
Appreciate it,
lives.
brother.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Wow, I've been missing a lot of comments. There's quite a bit down here. Yep. So this one is a really good, basically for everything that we've been talking about. Most things that we'll talk about in general, I've been taught that everything considered is considering mission dependent. So, what are you using it for?
So true.
All right. Zach says did not watch that video. He'll have to go watch it. That was the one that we were talking about with the gel.
It might be deleted.
Oh
now.
yeah. No. It's up.
Oh, that's
I
saved?
actually looked at it earlier today.
I'm a huge fan of Beretta. Was this question? This statement? What won the PCC battle?
Oh, one thing I got to say about Beretta that we experienced and that really impressed me about them is how much testing they do behind the scenes that we don't realize. Like there's some other companies who just put a new product out and they just keep putting new products out and they'll pump it. Beretta doesn't do that. They don't follow trends. Instead, they like test rigorously, like a ridiculous amount of T&E before a product goes out. And that was impressive to see.
Zeke says, I'm in your neck of the woods next couple of days installing HVAC in South Carolina.
Lancaster, huh? There you go.
Huge fan. First time catching live. Jason, when we training? It's T Prince 56.
Who?
Put him up there.
I can't see.
Shoot me a DM, man. If you DM me before, shoot me a DM. I'm not gonna lie. This request box
Banshee.
is
You got it.
Wild.
nuts, bro. So
What's
I
up,
could
Slow
scroll for
Dome?
days.
Slowly down. All right.
Can we put up a video link without having any issues?
What kind of it?
Like our own video that's already on YouTube.
I would assume so. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
If it's already on YouTube, we should be able to put that in the chat. So that way, if you want to watch something, you can.
All right, here's what video we were talking about. Just gonna pop that in there real quick.
Yeah, I've seen people do that
Yeah.
without a problem. So with that being said, I did also, so PCCs, first 300 blackout, we kind of, they both have their uses. One better for one case, one better for another case. What'd you guys do in Beretta?
Beretta.
we've
Pasta and pizza.
We've
That's
had
it.
some videos come out, so people know that you guys were there doing some things. Talk about. I've actually not even seen them yet,
No.
which is my bad. But go ahead and walk us through what some things you guys did.
So we got to shoot some really cool guns at the. It first started out at the range. Some of the guns we can talk about. Some of them we can't.
Wait. That's not how it started out. We had multiple press conferences. Love you guys.
I was gonna go over that one. Jason's like, nope. We got to talk about the press conferences. All right, you go.
Start the bleed
You
first.
You start.
Guys, I've never been at so many press conferences before in my life. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, meeting the actual family who still owns Beretta to this day is amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Our boy Carlo is a G. He is a G. And seeing, how the family still is so hands-on.
So can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
I did not know this before you guys went. Talk about the family and the involvement there, because I'm
500 years of the same family being passed down.
That's
they've lived. That the facility has not moved. They've just grown, and the town has grown around them as well. They really have poured back into their country, back into their region, into their valley, because it is a weapons valley back there. There's many other companies that deal in defense.
It's in the mountains.
Yeah, it's in the
Mhm.
mountains, and it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, don't ever be on your phone driving with our drivers, because you will get motion sickness, my boy. Oh my god.
That was
rough. But so many press conferences, so many heads of departments who are really cool, and they're eager to get feedback on the product, like honest feedback. And we didn't know that we were going to sit with the CEO or VP of R&D for the gala event, and we between myself, Ian, and who else was sitting? Ian was there. He was there. Who was sitting next to him? The guy from Chicago. Forgot his name. He was sitting right next to him. anyway, we talked that dude's head off, and there's so many great conversations that were had about, why Beretta does the things they do, or why they look at the markets that they tend to reach, or hopefully some things will come here very, 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 very extremely soon. Obviously, depending on UATF. So there's that, and plus just the overall aspect of how they do production in that facility was very nice.
Sounds like they're very intentional with everything they do.
Yes.
I know a lot of companies are, but maybe them more than
I don't know how much I can say, because I sometimes I tend to leak.
Don't leak.
I'm sorry, and I don't want to leak. But I can tell you that they make some one-on-ones. He's shaking his head because he's like, yeah.
Anything Springfield. He's like, yeah, we shot the Springfield Echelon 4.0 at FC today. And I'm like, that doesn't come out for another 2 weeks, Jason. He's like, cool.
Anyway, they have a lot of
they
have a lot of one-of-ones that are Ryan, if I could put this, there's one that resembles a watch. I could say that without. Yep. That's not leaking.
How a watch works.
Mm-hmm. And that thing is absolutely amazing one.
Yeah, it does. The NERP. I don't think it's a secret at all that the MCX came out before the NERP. So it would behoove them to look at the MCX platform and go, how can we improve on this?
And I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Behoove.
Jason's a Tom
Exactly. Jason's like just so
everybody dies.
Guys, there have been so many more than you.
Dude,
we can talk.
That is so funny.
This is the event too where it could easily happen.
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't speak.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't think I should speak.
This is why I feel a little bit like one of those late night hosts that's trying to get some dirty stuff out of some people. They invite Tom Holland on so that way he does some leaks.
I'm not gonna leak it. I know what I can and can't speak. I think
there's some leaks. So I gotta say too, so when we actually went to the range, we shot some stuff that we can't talk about that were there, that's coming out in just a month or two. Nothing like crazy groundbreaking, but there are some really cool things they have coming out, like life improvements to their current platforms.
Yeah.
And then they also had some cool shotguns with over under stuff, which I know you can't. Jason's get away. So over under, I did not realize how much technology went into an over under shotgun, right? Because when you think about it, I always thought an over under the tolerances were why they would use that versus say something of semi-auto. But there's more to it than that. The actual barrels with how the shot placement happens within it. There's so much engineering that goes into their barrels and how accurate they are. So it was really cool. And dude, just hitting some clays, way
6 inches, right? That's how you have to aim, 6 inches ahead.
I will say Ryan is the king of clays around here too. Every time we go to, I think when was the last time you went to Beretta Range Day? You were smacking
2 years ago.
Yeah, every time.
It's R5 now, John. Air 5.
We still need to do a clay shooting competition.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yes,
we don't.
We have the facilities to make this happen.
Well, then I'll politely bow out.
6 inches. That's all you need to aim ahead.
Jason and I are doing it, and Jason's like, damn, that thing just got away from me. He's like, damn it. He's like, I'm about to crash out.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. When that video drops, y'all are gonna hear somebody beep going on. I'm crashed out completely. Some of it's in Italian. I'm just gonna say.
All right, we'll get back to Brett in just a sec. We're gonna speed run some comments. When y'all doing Bust Your Builds again?
It's already filmed, isn't it?
Yeah, the next one I think it's Tuesday.
And then
it should be twice a month.
This coming Tuesday.
So there you go. You have your answer.
I think it's once a month right now.
We also have a $10 super chat from Matt Wood. Thank you so much, Matt. He says, do you guys think Glock will release a Glock 34 Gen 6?
Bro,
we were just talking about this today.
Let me tell you this. Catherine. Okay. I don't have your WhatsApp number, but I know somebody who does.
I'm going over here.
Okay. Madam, if you could please talk to the engineering department and make this happen, because the 34 is the true competition pistol. And also, for it not to be in a 19 recoil spring, that'd be very great. This is coming from a diehard.
We've lost Ryan.
Person who, I'm not a Glock fanboy, but I need y'all to look me dead in balls. Okay, Catherine, Madam Glock, Mrs.
Mhm.
I understand the horse stuff, but can we please just get a regular 17 and please a 34? I need you to go closer into my eyes, right? If you can. We're maxed out. Okay, hold on. Let me take off my glasses. Catherine, Madam Glock, please.
All right, now everybody needs to tag her so she sees this. Oh man,
That was very eloquently
That
said,
was-
Jason. Very
yes.
eloquently put.
Have we heard anything? No. Would we like to? Yes.
Yes.
I hope so, though. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Catherine, if you really want to do something funny, put a 19 recoil spring in the 34 just to rage bait Jason,
please
please.
don't do it, Catherine.
Oh, here's a good idea for a video. I'm still waiting to do a shotgun series like you did the bolt gun series.
That's an idea.
Guys, and
Let's get an SEO one
That's
and
a good
call it
one.
a day.
SL2.
SL2.
$25,000 over under.
No, let's get the one
That's
that's
baseline.
no, let's get the one that's $100,000.
Matt Wood, he says best $10 I've spent today in a while.
That's true.
No, honestly,
You got your money's worth, dude.
You know what? Heck yeah, man.
Dude, that and then to pull that at Madam Glock.
Someone said when the 34 drops, use that for the intro. We gotta get that segment. We need
That's
to clip
funny.
that.
That's a good one.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
Lord have mercy.
Whew. Okay. Oh, here you go. Ditched my Glock brass face for a Canic long ago. I think Jason had move. Wait, I think I just had movement from Jason's close up. I almost said bowel movement, and I don't know why that's what came up, but that is what
Next
I
time
almost
we got to put the high zoom on here,
Yeah.
and I can like,
There we go.
I can go on someone's like
Literally
eyeball.
the
said.
Yeah.
This is a segment. What does Jason get passionate about during the stream? I think that's what it is. Your segment.
His disdain of, I don't know, reverse threading.
Personal time.
Yeah.
Jason.
Personal Jason's
You know
corner.
you don't like reverse
Just
threading.
Jason.
JJ.
I don't. You're absolutely correct, John.
Man, Jason's glasses are really Clark Kent glasses. Didn't know who that was when he was staring at
That's
the
a great
soul
thing.
of Madam
I love that.
Glock.
It's funny.
I love that. If I take my glasses off, apparently I look totally different.
You do look different.
It
Do
does.
I really?
Your eyes actually look bigger.
Someone just said Jason does have some pretty puppy. There we go.
That's funny.
All right.
These little chocolate drops, man. I hear you.
Now, reeling it back a little bit, and then one more time. Was there any wrap-up statements you'd like to make about the Beretta event that's not giving away anything?
The NARP is awesome.
I do want to shoot the NARP.
Let me tell you
I
something.
want the name to change.
Let me-
Nah, that's
It-
cool.
well,
they-
the name has
they
to
have
change.
to.
Has to.
Yeah.
You can't put
We can
assault
talk about
rifle.
that. Yeah. You can't import a gun that
It says
says assault rifle. Use Jason's close-up for a CF contest photo now.
No.
Yes.
Before I feel like we're like was it
Spiraling?
like ADHD? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the squirrel.
Yes.
Here it goes. The NARP. You gotta talk about the NARP.
Let me say
One of the
this.
coolest
Let me-
guns ever
let
made.
me say this. Let me say this. And you might have to go back to the Zoom.
Where's the?
Oops.
You want me to
If
you
we
want me
can-
to get,
If we can put a close up on there, I'll do it. I'll do it
you
right
want me to get
now.
the high zoom?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll wait. I'll wait to do it. I'll wait.
All right. While they're doing that, we're gonna have to switch up the camera views here for a second. So, someone want to come join me over here
No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we're good. Yeah.
while he's doing that?
Just rock it. We can talk about
Yeah,
something.
John's got it.
John's got
Yeah.
it.
He knows how to run a camera. It is on manual. Just say that is an important part. Hey, I mean,
And I'll give you my
All right.
deep dive into the NARP.
While we're waiting on that, if you had to replace your current EDC with a
Mhm.
gun of equal value but different brand, what would it be?
Ooh, Walther PDP F Series Pro. Because it's the same size as the 17.
Yeah.
It is.
I
And that gun was specifically made for ladies,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
I've debated going with a smaller gun and going 380 with that gun.
Yeah.
Just because the way of 380 technology has developed.
Right.
And I mean, the 80X Cheetah is fantastic for
Yeah, it
that.
is.
There's a few of them out there where it's like,
So I actually
Deluxe.
recently just made this decision. I am getting rid of the SIG P365. There's nothing wrong with the gun. I love it. It shoots great. I just really want the CC Shadow 2 carry. So it is the TAC Ops version, basically with an AXG grip. So it's an aluminum grip, very, very similar overall to the CZ. And I think that's going to be a good lateral step, I suppose.
mm-hmm. So you're going from P365 to CZ
Yes.
ultimately.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
And now all my grips will be the same.
And striker to hammer.
Yes, striker to hammer. But I have the most rounds through striker fire gun. Like I like the Shadow 2. That's the one I have. I think I'm up to almost, it's like 9,000 rounds roughly.
Mhm.
I kind of, it's hard to keep track at this point. There's a lot of random shootings I'll go through with it at the
what?
range.
I'm about to say, Brandon, what?
Yeah, at the range. Training shit. Yeah, trainings.
You
Not
just
a
get
little
involved
pop a
in
hole in the
random
wall.
shooting.
All right, fix your camera up. You're going to have to resync it.
Oh boy.
And then we will have our moment with the NARP coming up in just a second. Do I have like a countdown banner?
I wish we had like a.
Device not connected. Okay, cool.
Are you sure it's plugged?
Doom, 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 doom.
Should be in.
Not getting anything.
You can also unplug. Is it red on your screen?
You
Just
want me
click
to
it.
unplug
Nope.
plug it
Says
back in?
device not connected.
My bad. Did I screw
What?
this up?
Optic with the CZ Shadow 2 carry. I've been debating between the SIG optic and the little carry optic that they have, and the EPS carry from HoloSun. Those are the two that I've been trying to figure out between. All right. 12.5 gang. Yes, I agree. 12.5 is good, but I don't know. 11.5, I think, is what we decided as the best overall.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Is it the
Desktop.
lens?
Desk popper cal.
Mm-mm.
All right, John. 0.5-inch barrel. Talk about it on an AR-15.
I like it for 300 blackout. For like on the excuse me, the OG Rattler with the 5-inch barrel. I think it's just awesome. Can't really go wrong with it. I mean, for 5.56 personally, I think that's just a little too short. I mean, do you at the end of the day, but if you really are dead set on a 5.5-inch barrel, just get 300 blackout.
All right. We are back. John,
The time
enhance.
Enhance.
The
Here we
NARP
go.
Are we ready for this?
combo, the one-on-one is here.
Are we here?
Mm-hmm. Over here.
We are here.
Push in, John. Pause. Push in.
Why did you have to?
Yeah, I didn't want to hear that.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
Oh.
As close as you can.
This is some weird
As
ASMR.
close as you can.
Focus.
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 Focus. Not focus.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's crystal.
Good focus takes time.
All right, folks. I'm gonna lay it out. This I've been a diehard MCX fan since the MCX's inception.
Great movie.
I can say that.
When the NARP comes to the States, I will be putting down my MCX.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Now I say 5.56. Let me specify that. There is a recoil impulse that is so smooth, so soft, and that return. Ryan, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, real
Guys,
quick.
Ryan, lean into the scene.
Oh, I know.
I have never felt a combat rifle feel so fluid and so smooth.
Mhm.
And the fact that it feels like it could take an absolute beating and it still truck along. The NARP really feels that good, guys.
Could go back to that comment.
It feels that good. I can't see anything, so you're going to have to read it.
Zach, that was it says the NARP looked like what the M7 should have been when you all shot it. That is exactly what myself, Jason,
Yep.
and Mike of Grand Thumb
Yep.
said. We said the exact same thing. We were like, why did the military not go with a platform like this? Because it's exactly what it should be. You can develop 5.56 further, right, with going with bimetal casings and getting more pressure out of it.
NAS3 cases. Yep.
Exactly. And then you have the rigidity of an AR-18 design with that. And then, everything that comes along with that. So it would make sense to us, but they didn't. But I agree. The NARP is everything Jason just said.
Bad Mama Jammer says, he said, what?
Yeah. Dude, there's so little recoil. It's wild to me.
And when I tell you that we shot this mainly on select fire, and you could, I hope we can show it in a video where I held it one armed.
Wait, here's what I'm thinking.
Are you gonna pull it up in the drive?
Yeah, right.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Looks like Jason was talking sincerely about the NARP. MPX is king, says Johnny.
Too bad it didn't win.
Yeah, so look at this. Let's see if we can.
Here, I got you.
It's actually in there. It's perfectly.
Yeah. There's a 5.56 select fire. Gonna focus
Right there. Okay,
I
now-
mean, it's just
pause. Now people are gonna sit there. God, there's so much gas. That was after like the 7th magazine, back to back to back to
and
back.
here's the other thing: the gas is all flowing outside of the ejection port.
Correct.
It's not flowing out from the charging handle, which
Right.
is what you would expect and see of other guns. So, yeah, killer gun in every way that it can be.
Boy, we're having some
Yeah.
fun camera angles on this particular. Maybe we need like live action camera people to like do this while we're live. This is kind of fun.
Yeah,
Give Josh the gimbal.
it's good time. Yeah, yeah.
Have
it's
him run
gotta-
around the table.
Yeah, it's-
Smooth like butter, says Zach.
it's crazy.
I put it as the recoil impulse felt. I don't even know how to explain it. It was
Narp.
just smooth.
That's
was
what gun
smooth.
it was. NARP.
When will that be coming
We don't know.
stateside?
We don't know.
I don't know.
Ah,
Yes.
I wish we knew. And like, so that was one thing where people were like, "Why didn't you guys talk about the price point? Why didn't you guys talk about when it was coming to US?"
We
I
don't know
wish-
how much it's going to
there's
cost.
just there's no information that they're giving right now. So I mean, it was one of those things where we were just happy that we could get a video out on the NARP
That's
to
fair.
show it off to you guys, because we were expecting that we were not going to have
Hey,
the ability to do that.
real quick, time out. Josh is on stream. John, didn't you have something you want to say to him?
Yeah, Josh, the zero your stuff.
Zero your optics, Josh.
Yeah.
Whipple Coyote.
Next time you go to the range and do all that cool guy shooting, your fast
Your
speed stuff.
little operator.
I don't know how he gets A zones. I'm just gonna be honest
Look,
with you. I don't.
Look,
that Glock 17 Gen 6 is sighted in. I know that from that video.
so here's the thing. Like Josh, if he's able to get as good as he does and the optics aren't quite sighted in, money to you, dude. You can shoot pretty much anything. That's all I gotta say.
No, so I know Josh's secret. What he actually does is it's intentionally not sighted in, right? So he's the only one who knows his zero.
Oh, so he's tearing. So it's
Yeah.
over to the right.
Exactly.
Mm.
So when
Gotcha.
someone else grabs it, they have no clue where it is.
Right.
And he's
We
like,
just cracked
"Oh,
the code.
We
yeah, you just put the red dot a foot left of them, and then you're hit."
Yeah.
So
Is shooting the NARP like shooting the 5.56 A4? That is the best recoiling impulse gun I have ever shot.
that is a solid comparison, but it does not feel the same because you don't have the buffer tube. So you're not hearing the twang or anything coming through there. So it should be more violent, right? Because it's all in the upper receiver,
but it's not.
but it's not.
And
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if
crazy.
it's just the way that it's built. And that's another thing. They took consideration of like how the rail interfaces to the actual upper receiver, so it gives you a monolithic feel of
Mhm.
how it dovetails in there. And it is such a smart design to do.
Also, they consider like balance and everything with
Yes.
balance, and I think that honestly actually like really contributes to how the gun feels when shooting it, is that balance to make sure that it's not too front heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all
Josh.
something. I shot that gun so much that I caught the suppressor cover on fire.
Nice.
Dude, that video is funny. You guys got to watch that if you haven't. The NARP video we put out yesterday.
A couple of people said I need to go watch that after this. Josh also responded with a 4D chess. That is his game.
Exactly.
What did somebody say?
We aren't playing checkers, brother.
Anyone own a what?
Jarred.
A who?
I don't know. I had to like look at it for a second because sometimes I know people will make interesting comments on here.
We are looking it up right now.
What is
That's
that?
funny.
I was wondering who made that thing a torch.
What?
I don't know what the jar is.
Nah, brother.
I'm gonna-
That was a quick answer.
It's
Nah, brother.
never seen it.
All
Do I
right.
want to? That's the question. It's gonna haunt my dream.
What do you think
What
about the
is this
jar, Kirk? As you're asking it, have you shot it?
His name's Kirk Lazarus. Phenomenal ball knowledge, my good man.
Josh says never narped on anybody.
Nobody laughed. That was a miss. Swing and a miss.
You're out living life, brother.
I love it.
Swing and a miss.
That's right after eating Italian. That's the next thing you do.
All right. Now we're getting into some fun comments.
Oh my god. Next comment.
Are you guys opposed to swords in the
Next
zombie
comment.
apocalypse?
Who am I, Rick?
Oh, that's
Rick
Michonne.
Michonne was-
It is true. Very good point.
I mean, you gotta sharpen that thing.
Look,
No.
it depends on the kind of zombies, okay? If these
Oh
are
my
Last
God.
of Us zombies, no way in heck am I using
We're
a sword.
always gonna make sure
If-
the zombies
if-
are World War Z zombies.
If it's
okay?
World War
That's
Z zombies,
always.
if it's Resident Evil zombies, no sir. Now Walking Dead zombies, give me a sword.
But think of how much you have to sharpen that thing. You're gonna
Yeah.
have like no blade after about 2 months.
That sounds fun, dude. Go just like take out some zombies and send like
Until you have to
in the
sharpen
woods
it
and sharpen your sword. That sounds like a peaceful life.
when you get stuck inside when you can't get out.
Walking Dead just always felt like it's like, why not just get a reliable 22 and then rule the world? Because you can kill every zombie.
There
with
was
a
really
reliable
no
22.
like preppers in.
There's-
yeah, that's
one
true.
thing
No,
No,
I've
that's not
learned.
true. The first Homestead was. He was a
Oh,
That's
the,
true.
the farm
Those are-
thing,
those
right?
are-
No,
That's-
Herschel and them weren't preppers. Herschel
What?
just Herschel had a shotgun and that was it.
He had a farm.
He had a farm.
Yeah, I'm talking about people that like
You're saying like end of the world prepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like in
I will
Last
say-
of Us.
I will say this: the best place that was ever in like location that they ever had in The Walking Dead was the jail.
Oh, the prison.
Oh, dude,
that
season
was-
3 and season 4 were
epic.
pretty good.
Because there were
was
so many scenes in that just like it was almost
The
like a
governor.
scary movie meets zombie TV show because they had some jump scares in that.
I miss when Walking Dead was good.
Yes.
If there's one thing I've learned
Creepy.
from gun shop lore, it's how much a 22 will bounce around in the head. So if you want to kill some zombies, man.
All right. 308 or 65.
6'5" for distance in BC, better BC.
Gotta agree with that.
All right. Let's see.
308, 6'5. Okay. So, yeah,
Are you serious?
For long range?
For long range?
For long range?
6'5 Creedmoor is overrated.
So I think in some ways 6'5 Creedmoor is overrated, but I don't think it's because of 308 that 6'5 Creedmoor is overrated. I think 6 Creedmoor is even better in a lot of ways, but that's talked about less.
7 PRC.
6'5 is dude,
See,
cutting through
I will.
wind,
It is
it
a good
cooks.
round.
It cooks.
yeah,
Its BC is hard to beat.
yeah, cutting through wind. Also, love this one. Coolest Mark 12 mod.
Ooh.
Mod H, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Mod
Mod
H?
O. Mod
Mod
O.
O.
I think I'm
Mod
going
H.
Mono.
I like the Mod H
I think
because
I'm
of
with
the
Jason.
I like the Mod O because of Tube. Technically,
Still get the
Tube is on the
tube
Mod
on
H. Tube.
Should I do that one more time?
Tube.
No, do it.
I'm good, actually.
How'd you do it before?
Opinions vary.
Well,
I don't think opinions vary. I'm pretty sure it's on camera.
it happens.
Some other
It's
things
twice.
vary. All right.
Yeah.
So-
Twice. All right. What height for my LPVO? Going to put a 12 o'clock dot on it.
I wouldn't go higher than 175. It's a lot. It's a big stretch.
If you got a long neck,
I've
I'd
use
use
193, and I'm
193.
not gonna lie. I'm just like,
I like
I-
193 personally. That was my one issue with LPVOs. I feel like I have to get way too far down on the gun to
Well, no-
look at it.
Well, like that's for the regular glass. That's correct, but for the top dot on top, it puts you at 3.1.
Yeah.
I think.
I will say, like, it is up there on mine.
I do love the tube, Josh. TOOB.
That
Here's
is true. TOOB.
Here's a good question. Would you carry a defensive knife along with your firearm in EDC? If so,
Yes.
which one?
What do we do?
Kershaw,
Actually, just sent
Benchmade.
mine
What?
to get sharpened
Ah,
today.
I actually carry Kershaw.
Mhm.
I love them very, very much. This thing lasts forever and is super. Easy
CRKT
to
for me.
use.
I love CRKT.
Ah, CRKT is good too.
Whatever, man. It don't matter.
CRKT
I
makes
use a
some
Lowe's knife if I have to.
really good. Like for the price that you pay, they make really good
The
knives.
Cricket,
Mm.
Columbia River
Knife and tool.
knife
Yep.
and tool.
Wow, cricket.
Mine is a bench made bug out with a Tonto blade.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the guys who carry karambits. Y'all are
I feel like guys that carry karambits are like dudes that do CrossFit. Take that how you will.
I think they're big. What's that? CS:GO players. I think they played a lot of that.
Mhm.
That was the
Alright.
fastest knife, by the way.
I'm just curious, will we get to see any more lever action or bolt action videos on the channel this year?
anything's possible.
It'd be cool to do some more lever action stuff.
Here we go. But anything's possible, man. You never know.
Oh, we got a couple of good knife. Fox 599 if you want to go with karambit, and then Emerson knives all day. Emerson's expensive.
So is Microtech.
I hadn't even heard it.
Microtech also expensive, but yeah, I've not actually used some of those.
That's so true. Kirk. Yeah.
You know what, Kirk? You are right. It's either CrossFit or Forged in Fire.
I also watch Game of Thrones too.
Because you'd be less lethal with them, is what he's saying. I'm assuming it's because you can hit the other side of it. I don't know.
Moving on.
Okay.
But okay, so now
Mhm.
we're gonna kind of start to wrap everything up here. So we've talked about best AR-15 barrel lengths, and we kind of decided on mission dictates gear, but 11.5 is usually where we had sit with a lot of ours.
Mhm.
Jason, I believe you said 12.5 was kind of like your go-to.
Between 10.3 and 12.5. I think that's a really good sweet
I got
spot
it
to work
between
with.
10.3 and 14.5. That's where I lied, but no, never 13.7 or 13.
I have a 13.9.
Okay. Congratulations.
Dude, I can't remember what year it was, but I was reading about a debate
1886.
in Reddit between 13.7, 13.9, and 14.5, and they're all debating. They're like, which one should I go with? What's the velocity difference? And I'm like, guys, we're talking about less than an inch across 3 different barrel lengths. Like, it's not that deep.
To be honest, like
That was a wild Reddit thread. I was like, dude, you guys are crazy.
I ended up on that same Reddit thread, and I actually read through like all the comments because a lot of people were going ham for like one or the other.
They were, and that's the thing too. It wasn't like, oh, but there's good points to this, good points to that. They were like, no, it's this or you're wrong.
Yeah,
And then,
it was like
This sounds like
chance.
Reddit.
yeah, it is. It's
In-
like
In reality,
edgelords.
there was one guy who commented with like a kind of like a little bit of a history breakdown. He's like 14.5 was the meta, right?
Mhm.
And then they're like, well, if we can get our barrel shorter, then 13.9 came out, and then they're like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense too, because it's like the same thing. You can still pin and weld and get it to 16. And then they're like, then they figured out how to make it 13.7.
Then our Lord and Savior Lucas Bodkin came in and changed the everything. And so but meta is a good way of putting it, because that's what it feels like when you're talking about like, you know, like the Call of Duty best gun to use in like
Yes.
Warzone or something, right? And it's like, just stop following these trends. Like, there's so many trends that people follow, and that's coming from someone who has a 13.9. But guess what? That's what was available when I was looking for a Criterion core, and a 14.5 wasn't, and I was like, cool, 13.9, and then I put an extended flash hider on it, 16 inches. Like,
You know,
I had
simple.
I feel like it's only fair to tell this story or have this conversation because we're discussing AR-15 barrel lengths. I had an opportunity to get a really nice Criterion core barrel, the head-spaced bolt carrier group, all the works. Now, mind you, this was earlier on into my career, so I didn't really know about firearms that much. And I was like, man, I don't know what I should get. I was like, Ryan, dude, like, what kind of barrel do you think I should get for this? You're like, well, you know, John, these Criterion barrels, they're really nice.
Not just Criterion, Compass Lake Engineering, who does not sell to the civilian market anymore.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
time did.
So he's like, dude, I don't know, man. You could do like a 14.5, maybe. You could do like maybe a 16-inch full length. I got a 10.5-inch Criterion Compass Lake Engineering barrel. And don't ask if it's on a build yet. It's still sitting under my counter in
And
my
look,
apartment.
You can rock that 10.3, and
You know, I bet
that
we can
doesn't mean
reach out
you're
to-
done.
We can reach out
right?
to 600 yards with that thing, I bet.
Well, let's figure out.
I need to finish the build.
Let's figure out.
Let's figure out.
Figure it
Come
out.
on, man.
I still got the
on,
750 ripcord gas block, matches everything. Oh, good times.
That was really fun. I love that one.
We have someone saying, "What did Daniel Defense do to you, Jason?"
Nothing.
Said you were my favorite until you made a comment about the Daniel Defense.
Nothing. I still love the Mark 18, and I am for A1. I could care less for like a B7 or B11 or anything like that. I like their pedigree stuff.
I don't know. I do like their V7 models. That was one of the first ones that I started training on. It is just really comfortable and good to work with. I do think that's a good solid
I
gun
like
for
the
like
Riz
a
2,
beginner.
man. I do. Riz 2 just for me is amazing.
Like that quad rail.
It's indestructible, damn near.
Quad rail is king.
All right. We also have, I need a new dream gun. What's everyone's dream gun?
Civilian legal MP7 that works.
I was going to say an MP7 that works. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too, because so many of them don't even work. And it's like that thing where you're like, oh, I'm so excited. And you actually get it.
Up there.
And then it malfunctions and you're like, there goes the dream.
I don't know. I'd probably go like a legit clone correct Mark 12 motto. With like all the like a Night Force LPVO on there, like Aimpoint T2, Aimpoint Acro, 12 o'clock mount, just all the works on there, and the AEM5 suppressor. Oh my god, I just love the Mark 12. It is just such a cool freaking platform. All right, there's my rant.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I actually want an SR25.
Ooh,
Huh.
Believe it or not.
Huh?
But like, I'm never gonna pay that money for it.
Yeah,
I'm
like
never
a
gonna
free
do it.
one. You're
Yeah. I want the one that you don't have to pay for. But like some long DMR, like a 308 specifically, like MRGG. That's kind of why I went down that path.
MRGG's better.
Yeah, possibly. But I mean, there's everyone knows the SR25.
Yeah, but it's
That's
heavy.
just like, yeah,
I don't like the.
It's not
SR25.
practical.
I don't either.
Honestly.
I don't either. It's heavy.
I
Heavy
think-
as hell.
So I'm not going to say the MP7 because you said that one. My actual answer is going to be the SIG 530.
Oh,
this? So the 550 is a long stroke piston driven gun that SIG made as like
I
a
like
better
that.
AK.
Yeah.
Right. But the kicker is, so the 530 is less talked about. The 530 SIG was like, hey, what would happen if we took the engineering from HK, being that roller delayed action and a rifle, like the 53 and others were popular at that time when they were building it, and also made it long stroke. So they made a roller delayed long stroke rifle.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
And like that shoots 5.56 and other calibers. And I'm like, I just want to shoot that gun
What
so
about
badly.
the 7090?
The 7090 is cool. But now we've already hit it.
We've shot it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to shoot the 70-223. It's like the 7090 but with the carry handle.
I want a 5.52 Commando
Embracer.
SDR. I really would want.
Dude,
Like, I'm not gonna lie, a 5.52 Commando.
HK
It's gotta be
SP5
gray.
is all I need.
It's got to be gray. A what?
SP5
Put a FRT in it.
Hell
Cool
yeah,
story, bro.
brother.
or short barrel Scar. Yeah, I don't know.
Which Scar?
That is a good question.
I hope he means Scar heavy because absolutely 13-inch battle rifle.
You're giving up some body parts for that.
Look, man, he is
SR25.
not wrong.
No,
He is not
that's
wrong.
That's why I'm like, I'm never gonna do it. Suppressed.
Why not?
Because I'm not spending that money.
Just say it, man. You got it.
Nope. I could buy 8 other guns with that money.
But you're not gonna be happy.
I'll be happy.
Here's a fun one. Same guy with the SP5 said G-Force Arms Blade is good to go.
Is that really the one you're gonna? I actually popped that up.
Did you really?
Yeah,
At the same time?
just clicked it as you did.
You should try the Jawbone.
I completely forgot.
I wanted to say something, but I can't.
You should try the G-Force Arms Jawbone.
You might get lucky.
Guys, I think
If you like FRTs.
I may have 2 dream guns. The boombox
Oh.
SD. I forgot about that.
Mm.
My brain wasn't even going Q.
Zach said, got to sell the Rivian to get the SR25.
I don't think I could ever see Brandon parting with that damn truck. It would be a cold day in hell if he ever sold that truck. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah,
Air five
That's
to
a
that
good
one.
one, dude.
Oh, that was good.
Isn't
was
Zach the one that's been clowning you for the past few weeks for the Rivian?
Oh,
No, that
God.
was
Okay.
Peter.
Okay,
Oh,
I thought it was the same
wow.
dude coming on a jump on you. Man.
That's
I
a
was
good one, dude.
dang.
From half court.
Yeah, from downtown.
Buzzer beater.
Yes, that is true though. But yeah, no, I'd rather have my car.
Benelli M4 is also another good dream gun build, or just dream gun in general. It's just, just
Really?
cool. Yeah, Benelli M4 is sick.
After the clones have been made, and
It's lost
It's-
its
yeah.
fair. It's lost its
I don't know. I think I would still personally rather have a real one than one of the clones.
I'd have a 1301 before M4 any day.
Look, the only clones I like are in Star Wars.
yeah, yeah.
I'm about to say something.
Order 66.
What about MP5 clone?
There are benefits. All right. That's the exception. I'll say
I'm
that's
just
the
saying,
exception.
there's
I do like the
good clones.
SP5 and I do like what Century does with their stuff. So all right, I'll say that's an exception. You got me there.
1301 all day.
See.
This is what was said. Panther Arms has a very reliable shotgun.
Who?
Panther.
Never heard of them.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it may have
Panzer.
been
Yep.
Panzer. Yeah, Panzer does make good stuff.
Panzer. Yeah. I thought it said Panther. I was another Turkish company.
Wait, no, it's the knockoff of Panzer.
Another one?
Galen, if you want the Mac clone of the Benelli, get specifically the Tradesman.
Yes.
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
because
It's a
that
partnership
one
with agency.
exactly.
That's
in
actually why I
partnership
put
with
that up there.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is
That's a clone. That's
Yeah.
better than the regular M4.
Dude,
That
that
is-
thing is
That is so cool.
so there fun fact, there was like a whole week where I just would walk out into our fun area back there, and I would just go and play with that gun for like a whole week straight. But,
Gotcha.
Agree with you, TA Burson. That's a good one.
all right, well,
Panther.
let's wrap everything up. And do you guys have any final comments on any of the topics that were brought up today? And let us know in the chat real quick before we go. We'll highlight you. Ryan, Jason, you guys have any thoughts so far on conversational topics of today?
Nope. Glock make a proper 34.
Fair.
Madam Glock was hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
That was going. Mine is Greta. Bring the NARP to the US. The people want it. You have the ability. Let's make it happen.
But like a better name.
Yeah.
I know they have to.
I like the NARP.
I think NARP's cool.
Let's go, but they can't do it.
I don't know. Narp
Reminds me of like a narwhal.
or a narc.
Yeah, narwhal.
I think of like elf.
It's very you think it's gonna be something, and then it turns out to be something else.
Like make it something Italian based. You know what I mean?
like
the
pizza.
Lombardi.
Pizza.
You said Italian. You said Italian.
Italian
Arrivederci.
pizza. That's it. It's like no, you could be like something like
The
from like
cannoli.
Italian, like I don't know, like mythology
Why do
or
you
something.
like cylinder based?
Cannolis are one of the best desserts on the planet. Don't at me. But all right, that's enough of the interruption. Sorry.
What about like Roman mythology or something?
Like Mars. The Mars would be cool.
So I mean something.
Based
Yeah.
up again.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna end it there. Before we could just sit here and talk all day. Like I swear, sometimes it happens. But we're gonna wrap everything up here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I do want to let a call out for the comment below after this video is posted. Follow back up, put a comment on there. What do you want next week's topics to be? Also, Zeke and Shiny Jars, check your messages, please. I have not looked during the stream to see if you guys mentioned me back or not. But thank you all for being here. God bless.
It is time to end.
And don't forget to stay safe out there.